Hi friends, in this story let's understand the power of words. Not only specific words affect our mental pictures, but words are a powerful programming factor in lifelong success. Once there were two boys who were of about 8 to 10 years old. They were very good friends and they are very fascinated in playing outdoor, climbing trees, especially jumping from one branch to the other. They were very playful, joyful, and cheerful. Every evening, the routine is to climb up the trees, come down, hang on to the branches, jump from one branch to the other. This used to be the routine. Like any other day, one evening they were playing on these trees. Now, one boy who climbed up the tree and was hanging onto a branch which is about a 30 feet height, whereas the other boy who climbed up the tree and was hanging onto the branch which is about a 10 feet height. Suddenly, there was a huge gust of wind which came over the tree, and the tree started swaying from one side to the other. It was horrible. Now, the parents of both these children are watching them from a far distance. Now, the father of the boy, who was holding at a 30 feet height branch, yelled at him and said, "Son, son, hold on tight, hold on tight." Now, this boy in the heavy wind could barely hear the voice and managed to understand what the father was saying, and he was holding it tight. And in few minutes, the wind normalized, and this boy came down safely and met his father, and they both were happy. Now, what happened to the boy who was hanging onto a branch which is about a 10 feet height? Now, this boy actually fell down and he had minor injuries here there. Now, the mother of this boy was concerned and she was surprised as well that my son was holding the branch which is just 10 feet height, whereas the other boy was holding onto a branch which is 30 feet height. And that boy came uninjured, he came safely down, whereas my boy fell down and he got minor injuries. And with that surprise and curiosity, she walked up to the parent of the other boy and asked him, "Sir, how is it possible? Your boy was holding onto a 30 feet height, whereas my boy was holding onto a 10 feet height branch. Your boy came down safely, whereas my boy fell down." Now, this father reminded her, "Ma'am, look, when your boy was in danger, what instructions did you give him? You yelled at him and said to him that, 'Son, son, don't fall, don't fall.' Whereas in my case, I was instructing my son, 'Hold on tight.' Now you understand the difference?" The boy's father further explained and told her, "Ma'am, when you give any instruction to our brain, this is how it processes. It first had to visualize the instruction before it can actually process. Now, in my case, when I yelled at my son and instructed him, 'Hold on tight,' he had to visualize holding. So he held tight and he came down safely. Whereas in your case, you have instructed your son, 'Don't fall.' So your son had to visualize falling, and by the time he could come back and process that instruction, he actually fell down. And this is the power of words. And your intention and my intention both are same. We want our children to be safe, we want them to come down safely, but the words we used were different. I used "hold on tight" and you used "don't fall." Please understand, words are the powerful tools. For a hammer, everything is a nail. It doesn't matter. Let us choose our words judiciously, especially when we are nurturing our children, when we are parenting our children. We could talk about a couple of more examples. Let's say, "Don't drop the ball." the result will be the ball will be dropped. Instead, let's use it, catch the ball. Another example, when we are talking to our children who are watching television continuously. So if we give the instructions, you shouldn't watch television. Now the likely result, they end up watching more television. Now instead, we could say that I read too much television makes people stupid. You might find yourself turning off the TV and picking up one of those books more often than watching television. This is a better phrase or a language we could use in order for us to get a positive result. Even Lord Krishna during the Kurukshetra war, when Arjuna was in dilemma to fight or not to fight, he chose the words very carefully. And here is how he used those words. Oh, chastiser of enemy, O best among men, O descendant of Bharata, O beloved child of Kurus, O mighty armed Dhananjaya, O Arjuna, come on, wake up. Krishna used the words carefully to arouse this Kshatriya spirit in Arjuna. Choose your words carefully, as words have deeper impact that one can imagine. My friends, words are the powerful tools. Thank you.